Hey everybody, today I am going to be installing a Mishimoto PVC catch can on a 2017 Camaro. So the catch can itself is going to bolt to these two little strut bolts here on the front end, and we're going to be accessing the PVC line here underneath the intake covers here. So first thing you want to do is you want to disconnect this line here. You push back on these clips, and these clips fit up, and then these outer pieces will just pop off. Set those out of the way. Now this cover to get off, you need a long 10mm deep to get in here to get these two studs out. Now on this side over here, there's also a breather hose here that you need to take a screwdriver and push on the clip to get that disconnected. I'm going to need two hands to do that. I'll get this disconnected, this cover off, and then the 4 bolts off to get this cover off so we can access those two lines. Alrighty, actually you don't need to pop this line out, but I did just to get it out of my way. So now I have all the 4 bolts taken out, and now this should not lift up because now this wire harness is connected here. So now we need to get a pop clip tool to disconnect the wire harness for this cover. There is that line that we have to access right here. Actually, that might be enough. I might just go ahead and disconnect a couple of these just to lift this up high enough to get to this line. I'll see what I'll do. All right, so I decided just to go ahead and pull a couple of the clips out of this cover, and I have a 2x4 underneath holding it up out of the way. So now we have to remove this line. Now this is plastic, be very careful. So you push on the gray clip and it will come right off. This one here, I think I'm gonna need both hands. Well, maybe not. Nope, there we go. So you push down on the gray clip and it will release. So now there are the 2 ports. So this is out of the engine into the engine. So this is going to go to the end of the can, and then this is going to come back. All right, so now that we got that out, what we're going to do is we're going to take our Allen wrench and take these screws out of the top and mount that onto the bracket. The bracket, they want the bracket to be like this, and this bracket is going to be bolted right there like that under these two 13mm. Let me get the two 13mm out, and let me get this mounted on there, and we'll come back. All right, so I have the catch can in place under the two 13mm headed bolts. I'm just going to tighten them back up. There was Loctite underneath these, so they came out kind of hard. And then I also did have to loosen the 10mm bolt up there. Just let me get this 10mm back tight. There we go. And I did install the 2 fittings. They just go on hand tight. So now all we have to do is figure out which line goes where. We have 2 new lines. We have that one, and we have this one. So let me go back and look at the instructions to see which line is supposed to go where. Alrighty, so this hose here is the one they want you to hook up to the PVC valve. So it goes underneath the wire harness, and then it plugs into here, and you should hear it click. Clicked. And now this hose here comes up and goes to this side of the catch can. You have to put a provided hose clamp on it, which is way big. So we'll put that there. And we'll just get that started. There we go. And we left this loose so we can point it in the right direction. So that is in there. So obviously we take this racetrack looking hose, and it also routes underneath the wire harness, and it plugs into the intake manifold. Here it clicked, and now this hose will plug in here with the provided clamp also. So there's the clamp. And guess that's how they want it to sit, just like that. Sorry, how about the light? Just like that. So what we'll do is we'll come back and I'll go ahead and tighten these up and I'll get the clamps tight. I will get most everything tightened up and buttoned up, and we'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like complete. All right, let me show you the completed project here. So like I said, the two lines are connected here. They run over into your catch can. I have tightened the 3 screws on top of the catch can. So that is the installation. Now this looks a little funky here, but this does have an aftermarket K&N air filter on it. So maybe with the factory one, these lines won't be rubbing together as much as they do. And then now, to be able to change it, you reach your hand in. I do believe that's why this one is shaped this way. You just reach your hand in and you can unscrew this. I don't know how easy this is going to unscrew when that O-ring gets some age on it. But there's definitely enough room for you to get the bottom of the catch can out and it back in without making a mess. You just gotta, I have very big hands, and then you just, oops, let's get you back in frame. And you can actually switch to this hand to screw it all the way back on. All right, there you go. That is how you put a Mishimoto PVC vapor can, catch can, vapor can, whatever you want to call it, in. It fit pretty good. The hardware seems very, very nice. The hoses are very, very nice. It would have been nice if the clamps were a little bit smaller, but everything else seems to be good. All right, everybody. I think I'll leave this one here. There you go. That's how you install the Mishimoto oil vapor can. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. You can always do that in that corner there. Please give me a thumbs up if you like my automotive videos.